Hello, guys. So we're here again and we're going to discuss your research method. So congratulations! Tapos na kayo sa introduction part of our study. Um, introduction part ng research proposal natin. You have justified the need to do your research. So you have justified through your introduction, through your RRL, na dear panels, yung research namin is we're doing and it needs to be done now, no? And now, no, sa research proposal natin, sa research one is you will propose on how you will conduct the data collection, your analysis, no, that everything is ethically sound. You will protect your respondents in the process, you will protect the environment in the process, no? So sa UB, ang ginagamit natin is IMRAD, no? IMRD, no? IMRD, no? Yung A wala siyang meaning, no? So yung first part, first half, tapos na tayo. No, next part is research to na yung result and discussion. So at this point in time, we will talk about your study design, no? How to write it. Pero bago tayo, the methods part of your research has a lot of part, no? The study design. So ito yung una nating itatakal. Ano ba yan? Sorry. The sample of the study. Who are your respondents or what? Example, yung extract, ganon. Ano ba yung gagamitin nyo? Where will you conduct the study? Step-by-step procedures. Data gathering tool, ang ating questionnaire, survey, and interview. Treatment of the data or the statistics that you will use. And ethical consideration and the references. Of course, references is not part of the method, pero wala lang, lagay lang natin para kompleto. So here is I I summarize what's the goal of each part and what I am expecting from you guys, no? Yung expected outcome, kung ano yung gusto kong makita sa papel nyo. So, medyo mahaba. Bear with me and I will always come back to this every start of my discussion. So first, study design is the overview, it's the overall framework and approach of the research. Pag nabasa yan, dapat pag nabasa ang study design, the reader has an idea how will you go about your research process, no? How will you do your data gathering, your time frame, and mention that it will undergo ethical approval. May I'll give you an example how you will write it. Sample of the study. So, who will be your respondents or what, no? Depende sa study design. Kung experiment, syempre what. Kung interview question, syempre who, no? So you have to identify what are the inclusion criteria, what are the means na masasama sila sa study nyo, at ano yung mga reasons kung bakit matatanggal sila sa study nyo, no? They're not part of the inclusion and the exclusion criteria. If you can already write the sample size, kung ano yung population and the sample size and the type of sampling, no? Kung simple random sampling, stratified random sampling, convenient sampling, and so on. I know you already have an idea on this. Data gathering procedures, so the step-by-step method, no? So, from the distribution of the letters to the appropriate offices, to the data gathering, kung paano nyo i-distribute, will you go to room? Will you go to the barangay? No? And also, baka kasi makalimutan ko, plan for pilot testing. No? Pilot testing or reliability testing. Yan. So, dapat, especially kung survey questionnaire siya, you should this pilot test it, no? Try it to a different population, no? Almost the same as your population. Anyway, we will talk about it. So, yun, the protocols, pag experimental naman, you should get a journal or other methods na gagayahin nyo, no? For data gathering tool, ito na yung pinaka-challenging. So, you would do qualitative, you will have to craft interview questions. Ma'am, paano yung interview questions? It should be based from your framework, no? Descriptive survey questionnaires. So what if you're going to discuss knowledge, under knowledge, ano ba yung dapat malaman nila? Under perceived barriers, ano ba yung mga kailangan? Ano ba yung mga based on literature, ano ba yung mga nahanap nyo under perceived barriers? And kung experimental naman kayo, enumerate the equipments, the reagents that you will need. Yeah. So also include your informed consent. So in University of Baguio, we actually have an informed consent already. Pero for me kasi nahahabaan ako. Masyado siyang mahaba para gamitin sa community. Treatment of data for quantitative studies only, no? What is the statistical treatment that you will use? Ethical consideration, no? So walang magdi-data gather na hindi approve ng ethics yung paper nyo. So you need to craft a paragraph wherein how will you uphold voluntary participation of your respondents? How will you promote the welfare of your respondents? How will you minimize the risk if you will perform phlebotomy on them? How will you minimize the risk of phlebotomy? Confidentiality, how will you uphold? And how will you, kung experiment, how will you perform proper biosafety practices, wearing PPE, using biosafety cabinet? How will you manage your waste? How will you store your data? How will you keep your data? How will you delete your data? And how will you disseminate your data? Yan. Literal, hindi kayo pipili ng gusto nyo lang dyan, no? Dapat, as much as possible, na makikita ko lahat yan doon. And the references, no? So, in alphabetical order and in APA format. Alright. So, guys, ready na ba kayo? So, this is your study design. So, first is you will identify whether your study is quantitative or qualitative in nature. No, so ang una na muna natin i-discuss is quantitative. So once you identify kung quantitative yung study nyo, which one, no? Which among the studies is your study? So we have these terms, no? Descriptive studies and analytical studies. So, yung mga descriptive or observational study, yan, they only describe, they get the profile of the characteristics, they get the sex, the age, the social demographic characteristic. They focus on what, no? And they just explore, no? Analytical in nature, it's more exploratory. So, analyzes why group has characteristics. You could use statistical means, no? And you assume a hypothesis. Yeah. It requires comparison between groups. Let's talk about it more further. So, these descriptive studies and analytical studies are examples of epidemiologic study design. No, I think you have discussed this in your epidemiology and your biostatistics. No, pero let's just go over it. No, descriptive study only describes what, who, where, when. Yon. So example ng mga study is prevalence. A cross-sectional and cohort could be descriptive in nature. No, inobserve mo lang sila over time. You did not conduct any statistical treatment, no. More on descriptive statistics ka lang. Mean, median, mode, standard deviation lang ginamit mo. Here in analytic, you test your hypothesis. Your cross-sectional could also be analytic in nature, cohort, ecological, clinical trials, and community intervention trials. No, So your analytic pwedeng observational and experimental. So kunyari pag may inferential statistics na i-apply, analytic in nature 'yon, no? So yung inferential statistics that I'm pointing to if you will test a hypothesis. Yan kung may p-value and so on. Alright. So, what's interesting about your study design, it has Every study design has its own power, brevity, ability to establish relationships, no? So, and establish facts. So, example, yan, pinapakita dito sa pyramid na to is that um, this is the hierarchy of scientific evidence, no? Each study design um, has its own advantages and weaknesses. And we will describe this, no? So, sabi dito, non-scientific, dito muna tayo sa non-scientific evidence. YouTube videos, gut feeling, no? Um, some guy, so they are not scientifically sound. However, sana ang matutunan nyo dito is not all study designs are created equally. Yun nga, may strengths sila, may weaknesses sila. And so far, meta-analysis and systematic reviews are best in showing evidence. What's great about this is they summarize different studies, no? And ayun, mamaya we will discuss it. And the lowest is your case reports, opinion letters. Nasa gitna yung mga cohort, randomized control trial. So let's uncover no why is that the case. All right, let's begin with case report. So this is one of the weakest daw. However, it's still though it's weak, no, in providing strong evidence, it's still valuable. Don't get us wrong, no? The case reports are detailed report of a single patient. Ma'am, why is it weak? Because it only shares the case of one patient, no? Kasi 'di ba, yun nga, hindi mo na alam case to case basis, no? Hindi sila nag-sample ng group of population, no? So these are useful for identifying new diseases and adverse effects, no? And rare diseases, no? Na something that is really has rare or one of a kind that has happened. So you could not use the results to generalize it to a whole population, no? Since kunyari may side effect yung isang Pinoy ng antiretroviral drug, no, it doesn't mean it's the case for every Filipinos, no. So there's no control group and prone to bias. So based on our hierarchy of scientific evidence, its robustness, its ability to give a strong evidence is quite low, no. So, example, a case report detailing a rare side effect on medication of a single patient, no? So, pag sinabi nating defining the case, no? So, pag sinabi mong case, the person has that infection or has that disease, side effect, ganyan. Ayun. So, that's your case studies, no? Usually, mga doctors gumagawa nun. Next, animal studies. Ito medyo nagulat ako kasi I like animal studies. However, based on scientific evidence on robustness, mababa lang because um, animals are animals, no? Humans are more complex than animals, no? But it's a good start to start a study, no? So, studies conducted on animals to assess the efficacy and safety of intervention can provide yan, preliminary data. It's a step one, no, on understanding how drugs work, no, before human trials commences. And however, there are ethical concerns, and the results may not always translate to humans, no, because our nervous system is way complicated than theirs. But we could get valuable information from them, no? So we have animal models. We have zebrafish, fruit flies, we have worms, mice, and rats, no? So, yun. Um, One day na I want to see my students use this model, which is Skinner Habditis elegans or C. elegans. This is a nematode or a roundworm. And so far, there has been a lot of studies conducted to this animal, no? And it's so easy to handle, madaling mag-multiply, ganon. And you could understand a lot from this worm, no? So example is how they use cane or Habditis to discover antibiotics, no? How different smells of food affects their behavior, no? Sometimes ngayon parang common sense na lang yan, no? But we know we could understand the sense of smell better and how it affects how we act. Galing, no? And dito, Lamarck's blacksmiths and the worm genes. I like this one. In the 18th century, it was observed that the sons of blacksmiths, ang mga blacksmith ay yung mga panday, no? So, yung mga anak daw nila had stronger arms than the sons of weaver. Kesa yung mga nagwi-weave, naghahabi ng mga damit, sabihin natin, ng mga tela. So, mas malakas daw yung mga anak ng mga panday kesa yung mga anak na to ng mga naghahabi. Now, if you'd ask biologists to explain that observation today, you'd probably get a series of questions such as who observed this, where did they grow up, what did the mom look like, what is the sample size, or even was the children swap at birth. The muscles of blacksmiths and their sons are responding to their environment. Although this represents quite a trivial example, such as an interaction of the phenomenon, is widespread, and there are many fascinating examples to the found in nature. Example, C. elegans has a quite striking interaction with its environment, such as that conditions. So when the conditions are unfavorable sa C. elegans, no, there is a stasis on their development. It becomes static. So, hindi sila nagde-develop, no? There is a sort of an arrest in their development. Kumbaga, nasa stunted sila, no? Basing on their environment. Once environment conditions improve, the arrested worm resumes normal development, growing into a perfectly normal adult. Right, ba? So, yun, interesting. So next, in vitro studies. So, it is on the same robustness with your animal control, no? Kasi when we say in vitro studies, it happens outside the body. And just like I have told you a while ago, what is inside the body in vivo is way more complicated, no? So experiments conducted in the controlled environment outside a living organism. Example, the use of cell cultures. Advantage allows for detailed examination of biological processes. So you observe the biological processes outside the body, no? So it's limited applicability, no? For example, yung study ng mga estudyante ko, no, the effect of the celery to the WBCs basically, no. So they are observing if the WBCs will engulf more Candida albicans in the presence of celery, no. So sa labas ng katawan, effective siya, no. Pero pag sa loob ng katawan, hindi natin masabi if it would happen the same thing as what happened outside the body or in vitro. Yan. Gets nyo ba? So, cross-sectional studies. So, majority of my students are conducting cross-sectional studies. These are a type of observational studies, no? So, you analyze the data from a population at a specific point in time, no? So, you will just observe them from August to September. That's it, no? It's quick, cost-effective, no? It's good for epidemiology, no? For assessing prevalence. So, pag sinabi nating prevalence, how many are affected with the disease, no? In the based on the whole population, you could do correlation, no? So you observe that group of people at a certain time frame. Yan. Yung iba sinasabi nila it's a snapshot of their health at a specific time, no? It cannot establish causality and has a lot of confounding variables. Kasi nga, example, i-observe nyo yung isang population ng August to September, no? same pa rin kaya yung perception nila ng January to February, ganun, or December, no? It is could be affected by seasonal changes, no? By their different seasons in life, yung limitation ng cross-sectional, no? A survey assessing the sample prevalence of hypertension in a population in the year 2025, something like that. Case control studies, no? So this study should have a case and should have a control, no? So what do we mean by cases? Cases, people who has that infection, case. Control is people who doesn't have that infection, no? So you compare the cases and control, no? It's good for studying rare diseases, no? However, it's prone to recall bias. Yan. Kasi ganito yun eh. Punta natin, no? So, kukuha ka ng dalawang group of people. Kukuha ka ng people who had leukemia and people without leukemia. And you would try to assess, no, kung may correlation ba yung being exposed or living beside telecom poles, no? Pag sinabi mong telecom poles, yung mga tore ng Globe, ganun, tore ng Smart, ng PLDT, yung malapit yung bahay nila, no? So, among them, no? So, you will ask them, no? Is there ever a time in your life that you have lived beside telecom towers? Dapat telecom towers yung sinabi ko, no? And you will break down. So, among those people with leukemia, how many were exposed to the telecom towers, no? Among those who have leukemia, how many did not reside to any near telecom poles, parang ganun, no? So gagamitan mo lang ng statistics yan. So that's case control study. You will find cases and you will find controls. So ito may pagka-retrospective in nature, no? Kaya nga sabi may recall bias kasi maalala pa kaya nila, no? Example, kunyari, I'm studying the diet of the students, no? From the last month. Ayan. Ako nga hindi ko maalala kung ano kinain ko kahapon, di ba? Ganon. Yan. So, cohort study. So, when it comes to scientific evidence, no, tumataas na yung robustness natin or the brevity, no, of the study. So, longitudinal studies. So, cohort studies is also called as longitudinal studies. So, what happens here is you study the group of people over time, no? Grabe ang dedication and commitment ng study na to, no? You will you will follow the group of smokers and non-smokers over several years at a time to assess the lung disease incidences, no? So, ang rami ng studies, no? I tried to search popular studies that took a very long time, no? Example is the UP series. This is a continuing longitudinal study starting last 1963 until 2025, wherein they follow up 14 children, no? From 0 to now, no? Every 7 years ini-interview nila. 'Di ba? So, ang one disadvantage ng cohort is lost to follow up. Ibig sabihin sa baka hindi na nila mahanap, hindi na nila makontak yung mga respondents. So, ito, Minnesota Twin Studies yan. For 11 years, they interviewed twins. Yan. And what did they analyze? Behavior and personality trait. O, diba? 11 years. 1958 to present, no? They studied aging, no? This is the longest running study on human aging. Galing. This one, I like this. 1976 to present, nurses health study. So, study the effects of oral contraceptives on health. O, diba? So, yan, ang ganda ng mga cohort, no? You could get a lot of knowledge from it. Please nawala yung seasonal variability na tulad ng nasa cross-sectional study design. Next, randomized control trial, no? Sana, it is one, yung mga pangarap ko na sana makasali sa isang randomized control trial, no? Na researcher, yan, hindi pasyente. So, these are now your experimental studies. So usually doctors gumagawa nito, no? Where participants are randomly assigned to intervention or control groups. So, yun, may control groups. Yan. So, yun yung strength niya. You have a control group. It is the gold standard for testing the interventions. Let it be a health program o kaya medicine, medical procedure, a new surgery technique, no? It minimize bias through randomization, no? So if there's randomization, it increase the brevity, the robustness of the evidence that you are for your bringing forth, no? It's expensive, it's time consuming, and there are a lot of ethical concerns to be considered. Why? Kasi you're going to give chemotherapy, you give medicines, no, that you don't have yet. So how will you protect these patients, no, from the adverse reactions, no? At trial testing, the example, the effectiveness of a new vaccine compared to a placebo in a randomized sample. No, so we have single blind and double blind randomized control trials. So when we say single blind, so the researcher yan, knows who will have the placebo and the new vaccine. Pag double blind, hindi alam nung researcher kung sino nabigyan ng placebo, hindi niya alam kung sino nabigyan ng bakuna, no? Ma'am, anong purpose nan? Because yun nga, sometimes we have an observational bias. Since alam mo yung kung sino yung nagkaroon ng vaccine, siya yung mas i-observe mo. Ganun. So, to remove biases. Meta-analysis, no? So, when robustness, scientific evidence, field, no? So, what is meta-analysis, no? It's a statistical analysis combining the results from multiple studies on the same topic, no? So, what's great about meta-analysis is it summarizes different studies for you, no? So, based on multiple randomized control trial, ano kayang result ng antidepressants, no? So, it increases the statistical power and generalizability, no? It provides comprehensive scientific evidence, no? However, quality depends on the included studies. So, yun yung challenge, no? That they would make a criteria which are the studies that are applicable to their studies and which are not. Yan. I like reading mga meta-analysis, no, and systematic analysis. Here, meta-analysis, naku, natakpan ng ano. So, ano ba to? Natakpan ng Zoom. 60 studies were identified in meta-inclusion criteria. Depression, association of depression to, ano ba to? To the cocaine user was found to be associated with cocaine, alcohol, and general drug use. Hypothesized relationship of gender to depression, however, was not supported. Gender, being male is not, has no relationship to depression, kunano. Ayan. What else? Ito. Effects of violent video games on aggressive behavior. Ayan. So, sa study daw, there is a relationship between the violent video games and aggressive behavior. Sabi dito, the researchers concluded that the exposure to violence through video games poses a public health threat. Grabe. Yan. Ganda, no? Ayan. Systematic review. It's a comprehensive review. So in meta-analysis, you will just choose specific studies. Here, you will comprehensive, yung sa mga ayaw ng RRL, no? Comprehensive review of existing literature following a structured methodology to answer specific questions. provides an overall overview of all relevant evidence on a topic. Yan, wow, systematic review. So they try to organize the different researchers, no, the different researches from a specific topic, no. It's time intensive. It requires rigorous methodology and expertise. Yan. Yan, maganda yon, systematic review and meta-analysis. Now, so here in the qualitative studies, so ako, I'm not an expert on qualitative studies, no, qualitative studies, and I only made one qualitative studies. So, yan. So pag qualitative, there's no numerical data. It's based on human behavior, their perspective, their experiences, no? Ang maganda naman sa qualitative study, it could answer the question why, no? And whatever finding in the qualitative study could be used in your quantitative study, no? So there is this grounded theory, no? So this is where you could try to acquire a theory. Pwede ka makakuha you could develop a theory. For ethnography, yan, this is interesting. The researcher immerses in a culture or community. No? So you live with the people in the culture, in the community, understand how they act, their culture, how they interact with each other. Phenomenology. Yan. So, dito na lang ako magpo-focus, no? Because usually the studies are phenomenological in nature. It focuses on understanding lived experiences and the meanings of individuals assigned to capture the essence of experiences, no? The participants' perspective. Yan. So, yun yung phenomenological study design. They also have case studies. Yan. So, ang interesting sa case studies, pwede siyang qualitative or quantitative in nature. We have focus groups. I like this, no? Baka naman yung mga interview question nyo, you could do it in a focus group discussion, no? Imbis na isa lang yung i-invite nyo at a time, why not try to group them, no, together, no? So that you would get diverse perspectives, no? However, may disadvantage siya. We have narrative research examines personal stories or accounts to understand how individuals make sense of their experiences. No? Analyzing the narratives from cancer survivors. Yan. So, parang, for me, parang medyo magkapareho yung narrative research and phenomenological. We have action research, no? Ito yung mga pinopromote sa seminar ng mga medtech, no? That we need to solve a problem, no? That we could encounter in hospitals and laboratory to improve the practices. Yan, action research. So now, ito na, no? So after the long intro, no, the backstory on how to write a study design. Now it's your turn, no. So ma'am, ano bang laman ng study design? So first, you should need to identify the type of design and explain how it will be applied in your study. Always, no, pag may sasabihin kayong procedure, bakit 'yon, no? Because yun nga, ayaw natin ng loopholes. Gusto natin dapat na walang tanong, hindi malilito yung mga panel, no? Right, the time frame of data collection, time frame or the locale of the study where it will happen, overview of the data collection, and how will you um conduct, will you do an experiment, will you distribute the questionnaire. Could you mention how you will treat your data, kahit one sentence lang? And mention that your paper will go through ethical clearances, no? So, ganito nila sinulat yung study nila. The study will utilize a phenomenology qualitative study to be conducted in August 2024. The researchers have chosen this design because it is about the concept of experiences in general. This study delves into the experiences of transferee students, encompassing both their academic and social lives. It seeks to obtain a thorough and in-depth description of the phenomenon by observation, blah, blah, blah. No? The researchers will analyze the transcripts through thematic analysis using, sabi ko, paano nyo hinanap yung team? Using ChatGPT, using AI, no? They will seek clearance from University of Baguio Ethics Review Board, no? Ayan. So, that's an example. So, of course, hindi perfect, no? Yung ano nila, mga students lang gumawa nito. Pero pwede na rin. Example, ito naman, experiment. So, the same na mga hinahanap ko, no? Kahit anong study design nyo, dapat makikita ko doon. So, this study is conducted from August 2024 at will employ an experimental study. So, guys, careful kayo, ha? Huwag kayong mag, mag, enlarge ng letter kung hindi naman siya, do not, ano yung, what's the word? Um, Basta hindi siya proper noun, no? So, wag niyong i-uppercase. Yan. So, study design to assess the efficacy of the plant extract and its combination with rice starch as alternative to blah, blah, blah. Yan. So, overview of the experimentation. Sabi niya, and what else? Yan. Consent form, ito pa will be administered to volunteer donors aged from 18 to 45, sample collection tubes, statistical analysis, specifically t-test and one-way ANOVA. No, there are types of t-test rin. Per t-test, yan, specify nyo kung what type of t-test will be employed using the movie 2.4.6 version. Yan, sinabi pa nila yung statistical software na gagamitin nila. And with the results presented through text tables and charts, no? Sinabi pa nila will they present the data. Ethical clearance from UB will be secured to ensure adherence to ethical guidelines and safeguard the rights and well-beings of participants, no? And here as well is your descriptive study, no? Wala silang time frame. Iyon pa naman yung pinakamahalaga sa cross-sectional study design, no? So don't forget your time frame, no? So yan, you have here what's great is they also mention the questionnaires where the questionnaire was adapted. You could write this on your data gathering tool. Pero oh my God, ano ba yan? Ayan. Ayan. So now it's your turn, no? So you can write your study. I'll see you again. Bye.